Hey friends, um, hope you guys made it through New Year's. I enjoyed celebrating and having festivities with people, but I believe the storm is here. We are in for a very interesting next couple days. Sorry to be emotional, but this morning I was trying to put this together, but unfortunately someone slammed their brakes in front of me, and so my car is destroyed. And a week before, someone had hit a bat on my rearview mirror. So I think there's a message about an unexpected something. Because usually when I go through these things, I go through these afflictions first before they happen around the world. Or the high vibrational beings usually go through the turmoil and the affliction and the pain before, because we're the ones who have to handle and take it all in, and we heal. Or as everyone else is going through the pain, we are healing them at that moment. So definitely this was a direct message. I thought it was something that maybe I have done that caused karma, and I'm kind of sad because this car was my life. The last 3 years we had such a great journey together, and it might be the last time I see my car. And it was such a direct hit because my hard-earned money, everything I worked for, has just been put on hold. It's been delayed. Sorry. Across the street here. I'm kind of emotional because I was in a really good feeling last week, and I've met a couple people in very interesting ways that did some type of energy work on me and allowed my guard to come down, and it was nice to feel my heart chakra be at peace. Like, my anxiety was gone, my panic feelings were gone. Whenever there's psychic or spiritual attacks, I wasn't feeling them. They weren't a thing to me. They were just but it seemed as though this morning this person in front of me it just seemed like they were used in order to stop me in my tracks, because I've been going through this with my job currently. There's been someone who is behind the scenes trying to stage something to get rid of me. And there's so many people on so many levels that depend on the work that I do at my job. And I'm around 30 people at a time, 10 times a week. So essentially that is a lot of energy work that I'm doing, and it's tiring. I'm drained, but I'm happy. I'm seeing people's lives change. But when this happened this morning, I felt something took over the driver, because there's just no way that I crash into people. I've never been in an accident in my life. But it was raining out here, and there was mist and so it was kind of hard to see, and this female slammed her brakes, and when I slammed my brakes, the road was so slippery, I just went right into the back of her car. There was really no hope. So yeah, I'm going through a lot, but I think this was for me to deliver a message that something unexpected is about to happen, and a big change is about to happen. I don't know how to determine if that's bad or good. My gut feels like on the outside it might look really bad, but for the purposes of it happening, it has to happen for the good to transpire on the inside. So who knows? We'll see what my insurance says about my car. I had a lot of experiences in this car, and I don't want to detach, but I have to. And I think this is part of the message that has to happen. Is we have to accept things never stay the same, and things are only here for its own reason. And we have to get used to letting go, and that's the only way that we get to the path of ascension. It's the only way that we can allow ourselves to be completely transformed into the light, because the longer we stay in these human bodies, the more we're going to be infected, and the more we're going to be attacked. And there's just so much going on. There's just so many different things that I want to say, but I just want to share with you guys that please keep your prayers. Definitely something is I'm not gonna put it out there and say, oh, something is just out to get me, but when my rearview mirror was hit and I was in the car, I took it as a sign of that was deliberate. And today with the car, I think the person was just possessed. And people who are not in tune like we are, their vessels are easy to get hijacked. The reptilian, whatever you want to call it, demon possession, it's all real. Who knows what song she was listening to, and she got turned up, and then it just kind of took over. And then she was dancing so hard and texting, and then didn't see the car in front of her, pushed the brakes, so she slammed her brake, and guess what? Bam, I took the affliction. Because I am a healer. So it's sad that out of the situation of the two cars, I was the one who had the worst damage, and I have to take the full accountability. And it just reminds me of life. It's sad, and I want to cry. I want to cry more now than ever, because it is becoming very hard. So hard these days. Like, we can't even be ourselves, and then you find other people who are like-minded, and you don't want them to leave your sight. And sometimes they just, ooh, did you see that flash? Yeah, sometimes it's hard to hold on to those people because they don't understand the shifts, or maybe they do, or maybe they know they're just here to transition and leave. Like the other day, someone I hung out with did like a crown, third eye, throat, heart clearing, and I was unaware that he did it, but it felt really genuine, and it didn't feel like anything negative. His home was very protected. He was an artist, so there's a lot of beautiful artwork, a lot of different metaphysical messages that were on his walls. It was a nice little experience. And I also met someone yesterday who I wasn't totally not expecting myself to could be a twin flame, a real twin flame, quite possibly, because we just seem very familiar with each other. Yeah. And then what was cool was he gave me a stone because he said that when he traveled the world, he went to third world countries and whatnot. He collected stones, and let's see. He had me put my hand in a bowl, my eyes closed, and this is what chose me. And I have no idea. Let me put my thumb. Might go up. Excuse me. I don't know what this is. Can anyone tell me what this is? It's yellow. I want to say it's yellow citron, but it's too matte to be, like, it's not that glossy. And I want to say it's calcite. It's the natural rock before they cut it into different shapes and they put it in the stone shops that you guys go to. One other thing before I let you guys go. When I got into, when I rear-ended this person this morning, this rock happened to be on my passenger side. And I've never seen, I don't know if you guys know, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it just seems that I just thought, you know, I made some poor choices in where I was going and just killing time, and, you know, maybe I should have stayed home and focused on, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, sometimes you want to hang out with your friends, so I did, and I guess on my way home this morning from my friend's house, boom. So I thought, oh, this is what I get because I strayed off from my focus. But I saw that stone, and it's very interesting because it has a lot. It has onyx and it has gold. It's a very weird stone. So for that to get left behind, and I've never seen it there before, it just happened to be on the floor after the collision. So I know something benevolent is, I guess, overseeing the situation. But the message is, and I'll be done with the video, the message is,